claimed that we should disclose the crime records. And as a Prime Minister, I will talk about educational aspects, social. And the Deputy Leader will talk about legal style. First of all, I tell a story about one woman. One day, she goes to a supermarket. A man sexually abused. She got shot after the incident and suffered trauma. Today, we must help these women and children. First of all, this public safety. To be specific, we must know crime offenders' information to monitor them. Second, 8 out of 10 offenders that disclose crime records is very effective. This means the system practical effect. But opposite team may argue that if we disclose crime records, we violate the freedom and human rights. Everything of they move into a new place, they must report to the office. However, if offenders do not report office, they do receive them. And third, it will provide a strong restraint against reoffense. If criminals register, they will be able to get eventually. We can live under protection, worries of sexual assault. Thank you. Any pure line?
Pure line. You said 8 out of 10 offenders that this is very good system, but I think it is not good system because sexual offenders can have a new chance or one more chance.
However, we help these offenders. They have a new life.
Okay. Any other POI?
Any other POI?
Thank you. And next, please, Leader of Opposition, Chloe, please make your statement.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chloe, and I will be your leader of opposition. First of all, I want to thank you all for having such a wonderful debate. Today's resolution is this House supports the disclosure system of sexual crime records. What is a disclosure system? According to the encyclopedia, the disclosure system of personal information of sexual offenders is a system that discloses sexual offenders' information. This system started since 2000 years. This system has a ability to argue because it can divide it into pros and cons. And our team believes that we should not have disclosure system of sexual crime records. Our point can be divided into 3 parts. First, as a leader of opposition, I will declare our main premise. Next, the Deputy Prime Minister of Opposition, Gio, would make rebuttal. Then Alice will reply and make the final statement that disclosure system should never be allowed. First, it can lead criminals' family to commit a suicide. Criminals' family has to live with shame and pain. For example, if one's husband of a household commits a sexual crime, his wife or children can be traumatized for the rest of their lives. Second, we should change a way of punishment. If we disclose their information after they went to the prison, it is double punishment. So we can increase a prison term. And if they went to the prison a longer time, they can regret more. And if we disclose their information, they will be discriminated on the society because of title of sexual criminals forever. And you can think it is not double punishment, but criminals went to the prison first. Then, if we disclose their information, they can damage twice. What is it? Is it not double punishment? Thank you. Is there any PY?
POI.
Yes.
Well, citizens have a right to know sexual offenders living in their neighborhood. What about this?
So citizens' right to know.
They have a right to, of course, they have a right to know if there is a sex offender living in the neighborhood. But I think our safety is first. Any other POI?
Any other POI?
Thank you.
Thank you. 네, 잠깐 말씀드리자면은 지금 두 팀은 프로컨을 바꾼 상태입니다. 그래서 찬반을 다 준비를 했고요. 그래서 지금은 반대쪽 의견으로 조사한 내용을 이야기를 하고 있습니다. 그리고 이제 레벨 말씀드리면 여기가 J6고 더 높은 레벨이고요. G1 그리고 J의 그 연합반이 함께 맞서고 있습니다. 그래서 굉장히 잘하고 있는 것 같고요. Okay, so now thank you, Chloe, for your speech. Now Lily Hosubin from the opposition team will make a rebuttal against Chloe. So please welcome Lily to a podium.
Hello everyone, my name is Lily and I'll be your deputy of proposition. We are here to discuss the resolution that the sexual crime records of convicted offender should be made available to the public. First, I will rebut opposition leader's opinion. Opposition leader claims that we show profile for everyone to see sexual offenders can't adapt to the society, can get a job. But honestly, I disagree with this opinion. Because in register, there are show sexual offenders list of crime, so we can more care sexual offenders. Our team has no doubt that should be implemented. Let me tell you my opinion. Citizens have a right to know sexual offenders living in their neighborhood. To be specific, if we know sexual offenders' profile, we can prevent sexual offense from happening again. For example, parents nationwide and survey of 1,025 people who present preschool children strongly support this law. As a democratic country, we should respect opinions of general public. And then, Megan's law as we continue, sexual offenders will have sense of oppression, so can't commit a second offense. And sexual offenders' family wouldn't have much damage. Because in disclosure system, there are not show families profile, and we don't have to hate sexual offenders' family because families are not criminal. Disclosure system would provide a strong restraint against re-offense. For this reason, our team strongly believes continued disclosure system. Thank you for listening. Any POI?
POI.
Yes.
You say we have right to know there are sexual offenders living in neighborhood, but I think they can afraid because of sexual criminals.
But we know sexual offenders living in their neighborhood. We will be more safety because we will be
be more careful of the people.
Okay, thank you.
Any PY? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lily. Now, Gio from the opposition team, please make a rebuttal against Lily.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank you all for having such a wonderful debate. I'm your deputy leader of opposition, Gio, and I'm on the con team. Today's resolution is that this House supports the disclosure system of the crime records, and our team disagrees with this resolution. I want to tell one reason that why we're supporting this view. Have you ever thought your honor, your job, and your happiness is completely taken away from you? Think of this. This is the same thing what you're doing to sexual criminals by having this system. Previously, Deputy Prime Minister said citizens have the right to know if there's sexual criminals living in their neighborhood. It is because the right of innocent children and other safety is more important than the right of ex-convict. Also, government party claim that crime of sexual nature can ruin a child's life. But also, they should remember that disclosure of crime records can ruin the life and honor of sexual offenders. Government party said the crime of sexual nature can ruin the child's life. But what about this? Personal information can ruin the sexual criminal's life more harshly. Our team strongly believes that disclosure system for the sexual crime law should never be passed. Deputy Prime Minister claims safety is first, but our team claims sexual criminals' personal information. Thank you for listening, and please support your vote to our team.
PY.
Yes.
I think we should have enough punishment for sexual offenders.
Can you repeat the question?
I think we should
Yes.
have enough punishment for sexual offenders.
So I think she's claiming that the punishment for the criminals in the case of sexual offense is too light, and we should make it heavier by having this system on.
Of course, this system will make good things, but I think it's not good because maybe when we have this system, criminals can be angry and do recidivism, and maybe they can see where they're living. Even another people they can communicate what they do, and that you will have more like problem. I think. Thank you. Thank you. I know.
That's it, right?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gio. And now it's time for your final statement. Okay, now is the time to win, right? Gilbert from the government team, please make a final statement. Please welcome Gilbert. Okay. Oh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gilbert, and I will be your reply today in this debate. Today's resolution is sexual crime records of convicted offenders. Conscience said we need to adopt minority opinion too, but I think it's not true because we need to adopt many people first. Less people has less reasons, but many people will have many reasons why do they love disclosure system. Also, they said recidivism rate has increased when the disclosure system was first shown, but I disagree with this. When the disclosure system was first shown, the recidivism rate has decreased 26.7%. Also, they said disclosure system is cruel, but I disagree with this too. Disclosure system need to be cruel. When disclosure system was not introduced and it was not cruel, sexual offenders will not regret, and Earth will become a planet of crime. Disclosure system can prevent crime. Let me summarize our opinion in this debate now. Disclosure system can prevent crime, and disclosure system is ethically right, and disclosure system can save the children from sexual crime, and citizens have a right to know sexual offenders' profile and personal data.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, disclosure system is a plan. Earth is becoming a planet of happiness. Thank you for listening.
say disclosure system is not cruel, but I think it is cruel because it is showing every personal information of sexual criminals.
But with that personal data, she said we can make a care of sexual offenders.
Provide extra care, right?
Yes.
Any other POI?
Any other POI?
Thank you, Gilbert.
Oh, no.
네, opposition, sorry. Government의 최종 진술이 끝났고요. 네, 마지막으로 김예솔 학생이 마지막 최종 진술을 하겠습니다. 박수로 맞아주시기 바라겠습니다.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm opposition reply analyst. Firstly, we'd like to thank our opponent side for giving their suggestion. However, our team strongly believes that we don't need a disclosure system for the sexual criminals. First, I will explain our main point, and then I will rebut the Prime Minister's opinion. Our main point is criminal family can commit a suicide. Secondly, criminals would have a hard time in their social life. The Prime Minister states sex offenders are prone to second offense. But as our members say, this is not always true. We should get rid of our prejudice on them. They are people just like us, just like you guys. And people do make mistakes and always deserve a second chance. They can understand and true repentance. We should help them and believe them. Let us not be emotional. Criminal family didn't do anything wrong, but they can die because of disclosure system. This system can lead to suicide and dispersion of criminals. It is a fair loss, and according to the news, the criminal's son was dead. And he said, our family are having very hard time in social life because his father's face, address, name, and other things was disclosed. His father was sexual criminal. This law is unjust. To conclude, the bill should not be passed. I believe our team's idea is more better than our opponent's side because criminal family is important. Of course, I don't think victim is not having pain. However, criminal family did nothing wrong, but they have to always lower one's head. If you're thinking about criminal future and criminal families, please support your vote to our team. Thank you for listening. Any POI?
POI.
Yeah.
We can understand victims' feeling. We can't understand victims' feeling, and victims' family will want disclosure system is continued.
However, victims will never want the disclosure system to continue. But how about criminal family? They didn't do anything wrong, but they can die, and they can't have good social life anymore. Okay. Any POI? Okay, thank you.